Chico.
Yo.
Yeah. Let's get back to our, what we were talking about. Listen, somebody just asked me, how do I feel about white women?
Let me ask you.
Black. Go ahead. Ask the
Okay.
question.
Do black men get as angry as some black women do when you see a black woman dating outside of her race?
Me personally, no. And freely speaking, I like watching pornography with black men devouring white pussy. This is my platform. This is our show, and we're just gonna keep it a bucky. We're gonna keep it a bucky. No, but when I see a black man dating when I go to a restaurant, when I go to PF Chang's, and we're in the waiting area, and I see a handsome looking black guy, Idris Elba looking motherfucker, holding Kate Hudson hand, I say to myself, damn, I tilt my head like, you lit. That's what I tell him. You lit, big bro.
What do you think? What do you guys think? As far as what they say about black women being very, let me put it this way, carrying masculine energy. Because I believe that a lot of times, a lot of black females go through struggles as far as being a single black mother, having to be the head of the household, having to be the strong individual. So therefore, she has to carry herself in a manner of which she has to be both the male and the female. And at times, being that, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, having to play both roles, you just don't know how to be more, or how to carry more so of that feminine energy.
I think you answered the question you gave yourself the answer in the question. That's why black women, I believe, can have a bit of a masculine energy, because unfortunately,
But this was my question. Do you believe that that's the reason why a lot of black women are having problems in a relationship or finding a partner? Because there are a lot of great or beautiful, spirited black individuals who are not only single mothers or
I think that's a
individuals
layer.
who are ahead of the CEO, or they have their own business, or etc. But because she has to carry that strong, that position, it requires her to have this more dominant personality or characteristic traits. And I was going to say, for you as a man, and for you too, Link, to see that, would you think because she carries more so of that masculine energy, that would be the reason why that would deter you from dating a woman versus being a CEO or a single mother, et cetera, et cetera?
Can I answer first, Chico?
Go ahead.
I think that's a layered issue. I think one of the first layers is the fact that, yes, they do carry a bit of a masculine energy because they have to most of them play the double role in household. They have to be strong because there probably isn't a male taking responsibility. B, the environment calls for that. Like, you have to be strong. And then C, another layer, this is a whole nother layer. Black women probably might have it the most hardest, or the most hard out of just anybody. Not only are you black, but then you're a female. So you got double stacks against you. You know what I mean? You got double adversities against you. And then another layer is the whole the whole history, Willie Lynch slave mentality. A lot of these males aren't men. They're boys. So a lot of these black women are getting relationships with black males, but they haven't really grown yet. You know what I mean? And that's why instead of him cultivating her and they both grown in that way, she's trying to cultivate him, which is kind of a bit backwards, and it kind of fucks up the psyche a little bit, and it fucks up the natural order. You understand what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, yo, you're raising another boy. You have two boys. Let's say you got two boys, and then you have a baby father, but he's a boy. He's still outside hanging around. He still don't understand. He got to come in the house. He's the example. He has to be the foundation. He doesn't get that. So you're raising another boy. You're trying to teach him. You're trying to bring him to church. You're trying to get him a job with your best friend. Like, can you get Tyron a job or something. Like she's doing what she's cultivating him, and that just takes a toll on her. So it's just, I think it's a layered issue. I think it's historic. I think that it's fucked up, but I don't know. What's your opinion? What do you think about what I said?
Yeah.
To answer the first question, I mean, it was a lot said, but to answer the first question, like, do I get mad when I see a black woman with a white man? Nah. I mean, I think I look.
If it was the '60s, yeah.
You say what now?
If it was the '60s, I'd be mad as hell.
I mean, really, it depends on how bad the bitch is. Because sometimes I be seeing these white dudes with the raggediest of the ragamuffin bitches. Yeah. Like, you good. Okay, you got you a black one. I see you, Jason. Right, but look, to go back to circle back to, you know, the whole masculine energy thing, I think that was worded very, very well and very eloquently. Because, it is a masculine energy, and it wasn't until I started knowledge acquired over, you know, years and experience that I realized, like, it is a masculine energy that, you know, like, black women have, or even, you know, women of color have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, women of color,
Right.
Yeah, like, it's definitely like a woman of color thing, because it's the way that a brown woman is looked at, you know?
Yeah.
So, so all over the world. But in terms of like the masculine energy thing, like Ralph, you kind of touched on this a little bit, and you basically was saying like, you know, it goes back to like slavery and the women lynching. It does, because you gotta think like women, the slave women had to put up with so much shit. You know what I mean? Like, check it out. Like, okay. Haitians were slaves at one time, Dominicans were slaves at one time, African Americans were slaves at one time. Like, there's been slaves, you know, all around, like, the diaspora of, you know, brown people or black people or people that are descended from Africans. So you could say Cuba, Brazil. Those slaves were even brought through Panama and Mexico. Now, getting back to my point, where the masculine energy may come from is because the master or the plantation owner wanted to break down this man that was so much more physically dominant than him. You dig what I'm saying? Right. So, like, I think Ralph, one time you told me about the sugar farms or some wild shit where in Jamaica, where the slaves was like a white master or underling will rape a black man in front of, you know what I mean, the whole rest of the slaves or whatever, you know?
Butt busting.
Yeah, called Butt Bust. It's from a documentary I saw. He also did another documentary on Haitian culture, but they call it butt busting, where whoever was the most dominant, influential black male slave, the slave master would rape him. You know, because a lot of times rape is used as just to dominate. It's a power.
Dominate,
demoralize. So if I rape him, take his, just break him, take his manhood, break him down in front of his peers this way, I got the power.
No, not only his peers, his family, his children, his wife, sons, his daughters, and his wife.
How could you look at him after that? You understand what I'm saying? If you're a woman, even though you know it's not his fault, you know he was helpless, psychologically, your guard gonna look at him a little bit different, which is sad. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me get back to my point real quick. I'm gonna make it quick. So when you see that, you know what I mean, as a woman, and then the master wanna come and fuck you, and the only way to keep your household together, like you have kids with the dude that just got butt busted. You know what I mean? The only way to keep your family unit intact is for you to let this white master or French, German, whatever, British, whatever the fuck master, fuck you. Then you gotta be a wife to your husband. Then you trying to keep the family together. You know what I mean? So they don't get traded to other plantations. You have to become hard and cold. And that's why I don't judge hoes.
Yeah.
Of no race, because a hoe has to look at herself in the mirror and just basically like
Go against her nature.
Like, go against her nature. Thank you so much. Go against her motherfucking nature. But after 400 years, 300 years, 200 years, you know what I mean? Like, of women going against their nature to keep their family unit together, you develop a masculine energy. Now, because, you know, of technology and, you know what I mean, like, of how men had started to get the upper hand when the war started, when after the Industrial Revolution and shit like that, then men started, you know, wanting more of a docile woman. But in the African American community, because we was 400 years behind, you know what I mean, like, our women are more, you know what I mean, like, in your face. They got that masculine energy. And some men can't take that. It's an ego thing, too. It's
an ego. And especially, you know, we got to be that way because a lot of these men too busy playing, a lot of these boys too busy playing thugs. You feel what I'm saying? Not realizing that, you know, that season for thug definitely has an expiration date on it. You know what I mean? You have to eventually graduate into a man. You know what I mean? At least, at the very least. You know what I'm saying? At least a gangster man or something like that. But a lot of these motherfuckers still playing thugs. So she has to be the man. She has to find out how to pay these bills, how these bills are truly gonna get paid. Because guess what? A lot of these dudes that's out here, they making Chinese food, Jordan drug money. You understand what I'm saying? They're probably using her U.S. postal checks to re-up. They're probably using her. They probably using her nursing, her not even an RN nurse, a registered nurse, using her CNA. My mom does CNA, but my mom's an immigrant, so I mean she doesn't have a American education to be certified to be a whatever else. But I said that to say a medical assistant, whatever it is, they using her check to re-up so they could look like they got it. That's some boy shit. That's boy shit. That's a youngin'. You still got a youngin' mentality, so that woman that you with, she's really doing your job. She's being the man, so that's why she's a bit hard. You know what I mean? Hold on, we got a call coming in. Hang on. Hey, Big Brody.
Yo.
I'm glad you called. We got what you going by these days? G Money, G Dog, G Bone. What you going by? Like, fuck is you deaf, nigga? What the fuck is you going by?
GQ, my nigga.
GQ, say less. Look, we talking about why women, or how do we feel about women having masculine energy? And I was just telling, we were just giving the whole spiel on.
Particularly women of color, though.
Women of color. I gotta stop saying black women. Women of color.
So basically, the title of this topic is Serena Williams.
Right.
You think she got masculine energy? You think she got masculine? We don't mean masculine energy in a derogatory sense, GQ.
Well, honestly, let me interject, if you don't mind. We were first discussing how men feel, men of color, how do they feel dating women outside of their race? Wait.
Yeah, that was the first question. Yeah, how do we feel about
women of color dating outside their race?
Yeah. No. How do we feel about black men dating white women?
No, it wasn't.
Because I told him I don't give a fuck. If anything, I like that category in Pornhub.
Oh no, it's gonna overheat.
It's gonna overheat?
Yeah.
Damn, Gabe, what the fuck you was doing? Nigga, you was in the shower?
Man, just ended my day properly.
Oh, this guy, he just left the Chinese Asian spa. Got a little hand job.
So are you saying when you guys talking about masculine energy, are you talking about an alpha female or alpha female? And why? I really want your opinion on this shit, bro. That's what. Yeah, I mean, it's all about you know, having order to things, and if you don't have order to things, you can't have. It's gonna be a bad look for your female to be an alpha female in the household, because you need her to not submit per se, but to just play a certain lane within the house. Because just off of nature itself, we want to be the providers, the protectors, and things like that. We need our women to be comforters and nurturers within the household settings. Now, when she go out there in the streets and she bringing back bread to the table, she could be the alpha female that she wants. But just in the dynamic of a relationship, I feel like it works better if she's willing to submit to a certain level within the walls of the household.
What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, I understand. I agree 100% because often.
You better understand.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Because like what we were talking about before, life tend to harden women of color, and we have to wear the pants. And some situations, some women they are single parents, or for others they are the primary financial support in their house.
Right.
So therefore they are hardened, and they carry a lot of masculine energy.
Well put.
And they don't have the perfect balance of feminine and masculine energy. Yeah, when you're in the office, like you said, it's okay for you to go out, hustle, get your money, but then when you're at home, you gotta know how to have the perfect balance.
You better pipe down.
Like your husband,
Pipe down.
let him be the one that can be the leader and the provider, and to be that
Right.
person.
People don't understand. Let me cut you off too. Like,
Gabe, let me ask Gabe a question real quick. Now, Gabe, why do you think women of color may have more masculine energy, though? I mean, the reason why men have to take ownership in the fact that we are the reason why women of color have masculine energy, because we're not stepping up to the plate within our role and staying put, locking down a situation and being the man of that situation. A lot of times, we raise in single family homes where dudes are bailing out on a situation, and then that causes that woman to have to
Link, you gotta mute your phone.
and that's what her daughter is taking witness of. So
hold on,
she
GQ.
grows up, she ends up being that masculine person she's seen her mother being.
Hold on, GQ. Link, you gotta mute your phone, bro. You gotta. Yeah, because you got a lot going on, brother. We ain't hear nothing that good brother said.